Hello, friends. What is going on? Here we are, Sunday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I see we already got things going on in the chat. And as you can see, I've got a Word document in front of me. And you know when Word documents are involved, we got some stuff to talk about. So, today, here's what we're doing. We're trying something new. This is totally a Nixon idea. He was like, let's try something different. Let's change it up. And as I always say, surround yourself with good people and good ideas will come. So, what we're doing today is called the Hytale Workshop. And our idea with Hytale Workshop is really simple. It's over time when we don't have things to talk about or guests that we want to bring onto the show. Of course, we always have people we want to talk to, but when there's a lull, we're going to do these Hytale workshops and basically talk about a topic or a mod idea or really anything that can be completely community driven to get people engaged, get our community engaged, maybe get some new people engaged. And so today, what we're going to talk about is land versus sea. As you can see, there's already a document here that says land versus sea. But what's not in this document is all these great ideas that I know are going to come out of this chat. So here's what I want you guys to do. You can use the YouTube chat if you want, or you can use the Orbis general chat on our Discord, which may be a little bit easier to follow. I know Nixon is in the chat here. He's going to be helping me out, making sure that I got all the ideas put into a place. But you guys can also, I'm going to give you the link right now. I trust you guys. I'm going to give you the link if I can remember how to do this. There we go. All right, so you guys can use that link to join me in the document. Just do me a huge solid. Anything that's up top here, leave for me. Anything down below, you see where it says idea dump, put all unofficial ideas down here. I trust you guys can kind of self-moderate and make sure that everything doesn't get like totally crazy. Leave the top section for me. You guys start working down here. But we're just going to kind of work through this together. An idea, a concept. It's not anything that's going to happen. Maybe it will. But let's try and keep it clean, especially up top so we can keep all the ideas together in one specific spot. Any ideas that you guys have, put down below in this idea dump section. So, and again, you can use the section below. You can use the YouTube chat. You can use Orbis general chat. I've got everything up. I know Nixon's in the chat helping me out with all this. So here we go. Land versus sea. First thing we got to come up with is what it is. What is the objective of land versus sea? We've joked around in the past that land versus sea is this sort of attack defense style game where you have a seafaring team and a land-based team. There's lots of really cool stuff that we can do with that idea. It's one of the oldest concepts in PvP mentality, but let's really lock down what the general objective is of land versus sea. And I already see you guys putting stuff down here in the chat. I'm really disappointed that everything so far has the word sea at the beginning of it and not necessarily land, because, you know, I'm team land all the way. All right, so the first thing we've got, I see a MOBA idea, which could be really cool. So I'm going to put this down here in MOBA. Yeah, I think that, so the general objective of land versus sea in my mind is the larger big picture objective for the minigame. So something along the lines of two teams involved in an attack defense style minigame. Maybe we could have it so two teams fight each other, and depending on their capture points or something, the sea team gets drained to the land, or the land team gets overran by sea. Yeah, that's actually one of the concepts that we had come up with before, which I really, really like. This idea that as the team progresses, instead of, you know, just kind of like a general attrition thing, the whole kind of landscape changes. Morally misguided? No, they have not. So I really like that idea of kind of a changing battlefield dynamic. Two teams involved in an attack defense style minigame. Teams, I don't know. That's fine. That's fine for an objective. Let's leave it there. C objective, drag the land, aka the island, into the ocean. Land objective, destroy the ocean's heart, aka zones where C team members spawn with some kind of sponge cannons. What a crazy idea. That's wackadoo. C team, drag the land, aka an island, into the ocean. Land objective, destroy the ocean's heart, aka, okay. Sea cannons or land cannons. Corey, thank you for being a subscriber. Appreciate that, man. Love having you as part of the community. All right, so let's start reading some of these info dump things. Now, I already see that we've already got a page full. Let's see here. C team has armor like the Atlanteans and Aquaman. This way they can go on land and breathe. If the armor gets cracked in the face or other parts of the armor, they have the chance to suffocate. Oh, that's such a cool concept, and that's by our boy Nixon. Oh yeah, sign your work, guys. Let me know who's writing these ideas down, because all I see is like anonymous leopard, anonymous loris. Just put your moniker down in there. Let's see here. Think classic World of Warcraft. I can't see because this stupid thing is in front of the way. All right, so classes. Okay, pirate ships. Land has fort as they clash. Land can swim out into rafts to attack. All right, so let's talk about the settings really quick. So we're talking about John. If anybody who just joined the chat, this is our first installment of Hytale Workshops, which is where we're basically going to be talking about different mod concepts, ideas, bringing the community together, talk about different concepts. Today we're talking about a mini game called Land versus Sea, which is kind of a meme in the Game Gurus community, but an idea that we're going to flesh out. So the setting obviously involves some sort of land base of operations. Actually, let's do this instead. So I'm going to shout this out, guys. So different sort of settings for the land team. Think castles, think villages. Like, what sort of place would you want to start in if you were on part of the land team? And same thing, right? Just to try and keep the chat somewhat in a good direction. So we'll try and focus on specific topics at a time, and then we'll go down to the info dump section. So land team, C team, just say where you would want to start. So I see castle. That's a pretty standard one. So the C team would come out straight out of the beach or straight out of the ocean. So land team would have some sort of like forest base, maybe. C team maybe possibly on some sort of Viking ships. I like that. Viking ships, or just ships in general. Ships, Viking, something like that would be really cool. I like the idea of an island as kind of almost like a 360 concept, right? One of the game modes could be kind of this 360 concept where the land team has to defend an island from all surroundings. And I'm going to put that down here in game modes. I know I said I wanted to stay focused, but that's a really cool concept. So island, siege, land team starts. Land team has to defend 360. Forget how. Oh, that's not how to do it. How the hell do you do degrees? I forget how to do it on this. Degrees. Let's see here. So you can start Viking ships. Maybe they can start in the same area, but need to choose which path they desire. Okay. The land team could have lava or magma that destroys the water. It makes new land. Oh, I love that concept for this changing dynamic battlefield. Lava destroys water. Water destroys land. I love that concept. Put Vikings on the beach. I want to see faction crews like games with multiple islands all have unique resources. Crews can ally with each other. Oh, okay. To gang up to siege an island. So Night of Doom, that's a cool concept. I want to actually talk about that for a second, and we'll get to that more in the key gameplay features. But start thinking ahead to an idea where your team can leave your designated places, right? Like you're not on your ships, you go off into the forest or something like that, or the mountains, and you have to do some sort of combat-based thing or trial-based thing to recruit different factions, and those factions will add some sort of aid to the game. So say there's like a mountain tribe of Griffin Riders or something. You do some sort of trial, some sort of task, and you get them, and they start coming down, swooping, and attacking the other team. So something along those lines. I see game modes here. Capture the flag. I like that. Capture the flag. Vehicles. Make sure you put that in the info dump section. Land tall outpost in the middle. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of the 360 concept as well. So like a tall outpost, almost like the Outlanders in Zone 3, kind of. Unleash a sea serpent on the strip. Okay. Oh, yeah. So that was part of the objectives things. We've talked about this before. So 2 teams involved in an attack defense style mini games. The objective is to, well, it's dependent on the other teams or on the game mode you're in, but the objective is to defeat or destroy the other team dependent on victory conditions. All right. I like that. Let's do a little of that, try and clean it up as best I can here. All right, so I don't know, Silver. That's a great question. Yes, Juicy, love that. We're going to talk about that in a second here. I think it's more of a longer game. Sieges are usually longer. Could have a dungeon to protect their heart of the sea or land. That's cool. All right, so capture the flag. Where did I write that down? I thought I wrote that down. Oh, down here. So it's almost like a heart of the sea, heart of the land type thing. I think there should just be a war of attrition in terms of game modes. Maybe there could be a point system we start. Yeah, I think that's kind of, John, that's kind of what I'm talking about with war of attrition here. Every time it's almost like a team deathmatch kind of thing, like a Battlefield style thing. If you throw in environmental hazards, I like that. Both teams could be fighting over a resource or point of interest. So almost like a domination style thing. I'm gonna call it grand domination. I expect there to be lots of points. I think of this as a large scale battle. Skill. All right, so we've got enough to start right now, especially with all the different game modes and stuff like that. So let's talk about key gameplay features really quick. So I think I've seen a few ideas come up. I've seen mounts come up. Oops, that didn't work out. Why is that not working? All right, whatever. I've seen mounts come up. I've seen factions come up. Castle raid, simulated giant sea creature. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Crafting. Defensives. Seen that come up. Special abilities. Kill streaks, perhaps? Kill streaks. I guess that could fall under special abilities. Let's talk about classes and roles. Classes and roles, I like that. Natural disasters, that's really cool. The movement debuffs from, yeah, okay. Let's talk about negative effects, status effects. Shops, spreading around that, maybe some sort of economy system. Ranks, I like that too. Positions on ships, desired by the crew. It definitely could be its own thing, right? Like you could definitely see there being some sort of like war within the adventure mode of like a land-based faction and a sea-based faction, and that's a cool idea too. All right, so let's start I don't want to start with mounts, actually. I like the idea, don't get me wrong, but that's kind of like a weird place to start. So let's start. Let's start with classes and roles here. So, holy moly, lots of ideas coming in. Hold on. Recent news about a new dev blog. Got following Hytale. It's because these third-party server stuff being planned out live. Achievements. Oh, achievements. That's a cool idea. Put that down there. For the classes. All right, so let's talk classes. All right, everybody shift your gear. Let's talk classes and roles. Now, you guys know for me personally, well, maybe you don't know this about me. So my dream when I was playing World of Warcraft was always to be able to be some sort of leader or some sort of like third-party person that was like, if you ever played the Battlefield game, I forget which Battlefield it was, where you didn't actually have to shoot anybody, you could be like a commander commanding troops. And so I've always thought that since we started talking about Land versus Sea, that would be a really cool idea for this, having some sort of commander-esque type role. I'm writing, obviously, everything else that you guys are saying down. I see Archer, Necromancer, Tank. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna do the Holy Trinity, and if you played Play On, you know what I'm talking about here. We got tanks, we got healers, we got DPS, we got support. So in support, I'm talking commanders. I see Livid Lions in the chat talking about captains. We're gonna break all these down, guys. We're gonna break all these down. Tanks, I saw a Necromancer. Love the idea of a Necromancer tank. I think that's friggin' awesome. DPS, I see rogues. Witch Doctor, would that be a DPS class or would that be a healing class? Privateer, that sounds like a DPS to me. All right, hold on. Archers, Necromancer, Tank, random events. We'll get to random events. For Vikings, for C, the Vikings, that sounds like a DPS to me. Let's break down, Jacob, break down Vikings a little bit more for me, please. Just in terms of like an actual, like a cool role that they would be instead of just broad brush. Buccaneers, is that a tank, Knight of Doom? I guess that would be kind of a DPS, right? Buccaneer, Archer, Commander, Witch Doctor team, Sirens. Ooh, I like that. That's friggin' cool. Sirens, mages. Okay, mages. Let's break down mages. We can get more. More creative than that. Jacob. Okay, Viking is. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. There. So the Viking is more of a support character. So it's like almost like an oarsman type thing. We'll put that down for now. That's not the best name, but builders. Builders for sure. Sappers. Love that concept. Buckos are Bruce. Buckos, that's funny. Oh, I suppose we should. Wow, this is going to get really deep really quick. All right. Switch the brains one more time. Switch the brains one more time. Here's what we're going to do. Classes and roles. This is for land team. We're going to break it down. Give me a second. Don't flood the chat for 1 second. Let me just get all this stuff organized. Because each side should have their own identity, clearly. That was my mistake from the beginning. I should have known better. All right. All right. Hold on. Nixon, get in the chat. I need your help. It's too much. All right. C team. I'm just going to copy all this. I, honest to God, guys, don't think an hour is going to be long enough to do this. This is crazy. I don't think I've ever had to deal with this much chat. Oh my God, this is so annoying. All right. Support. Hold on, I'm getting there. All right, so let me break these down. Witch Doctor is clearly land. Privateer, clearly sea. Buccaneer, clearly sea. Siren, clearly sea. We'll go with Water Mage for now. I think both teams are going to have mages, obviously. Commander, captains are going to be pirate captains, so that's going to be support. Commanders are going to be land. Oarsmen are going to be, obviously, sea. Oarsmen are going to be sea. We'll go ship hand. That can kind of be the builder equivalent for the land side. Sappers are obviously going to be sea as well. We're going to call that a thingy thing. All right. Okay, did I finally catch up? I think I finally caught up. All right, let me look back here. How much stuff have I missed? Oh my god, I've missed so much. This is crazy. All right, so I missed Archer. Archer clearly going to be some kind of DPS for the land side. I think some sort of axe thrower would be cool for the seaside. All right, let's see here. Privateer we got. Witch Doctors are rogue healers. All right, so I'm going to move Witch Doctors out of DPS. I'm going to put it down here with healers. Monsters, Pirate Captain, Buccos. We got Buccos. Vikings. Did I include Vikings down here? Vikings. I can't spell. Oh, okay. So DPS tank hybrid. Are we talking about Vikings for that one? Viking Berserker. All right. Let's see if I can catch back up. Swashbuckler all-arounder. Do I have Swashbuckler? Nope. Let's get Swashbuckler in the mix. Swashbuckler. Commander class. Werewolf. Merpeople and undead pirates. I don't know where those are go. Those are more like races than classes. Minstrel. I like the idea of a minstrel. You know me. I like my bards. Minstrel's definitely some sort of support. Healers. Ogre. Vikings are DPS tanks. Multiple roles. Okay. Troll. Mermaids, merman. Were sharks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nixon. Sorry. Did you not hear my cry for help before? You can hop in here. I'm in the office channel. I'm almost catching up. I'm catching up. Witch Doctors are support. We're going to put him as healer for now. Where did I just leave off here? What up? Oh my god, this is insane. Oh my god, this is insane.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to copy and paste things into the chat, and it's
Oh, we're hearing you twice here. Your mic's picking something up. Crossbowmen. I'm just sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up on rolls here. I like the idea of some sort of a mer healer. I like that concept. Did I miss anything else? Zombies. Overlord. I don't know what an overlord is, but it sounds like some sort of badass tank.
Am I not talking twice again?
You're good. You're good now.
Okay, cool. I have the YouTube thing up as well, so it was picking up on my mic.
Ooh, astronomer. That's a cool sort of healer support.
All right, let's see. You're on astronomer. There's scientist and alchemist.
So those sound like support. So let's go with alchemist for the C team, scientist, or like a inventor, gadget master for the land team.
Oh, we got navigators, ninjas, wizards.
We need some more DPS for the land team here. I think some sort of oh, Valkyrie's cool. That's a cool concept. Wizard, Valkyries, some sort of sniper class.
And once you get the community involved, it's like
It's nuts, man.
it is
Holy-
nuts.
I did not know this was going to be this crazy. All right. So we're gonna dive into some more specifics. Look at this list that I have here. If you see something, if you have an idea of something that's not on this list, get it in now. Because we're gonna try and take it to the next level. We're gonna go through some of these and talk shop about some of these.
I feel like we're going to have to review all of this and do like an update video.
Oh, totally. Oh, totally. This is a complete cluster. This is just the craziest shit think we've ever done. It was a great idea. It's just so crazy hectic.
49 people trying to put their ideas down.
All right, so Nixon, I'm organizing right now. You take a look at that. What people are typing. If there's any more classes we need to talk about.
Cannoner, Blunderbuss. I don't even know what's on the list.
You shout them out, and I'll add it if it's not here.
I'm just going to read what I see. Stormmaster, Mercenary.
Stormmaster, that's a freaking cool idea. That's kind of like a mage, water mage, Stormmaster. Because I don't want these to just be boring classes. You know what I mean? I want these to be like really interesting classes.
Are we going to are we going to have like mages and stuff in this?
Well, that's what I was saying. So we're going to go through all these classes and try and like really flesh them out to be something unique.
Okay.
So one of the themes, guys, that I've been seeing in the chat is the land team seems to have like a really like some sort of lore component tied to the earth, right? Obviously. So I've seen fairy, I've seen druid, I've seen like just really cool things that could really tie into like the lore behind the land team and like why they hate the sea team, such so forth. Necro druid, that's a cool
someone
concept.
Has an idea for a spy.
Necro druid, I don't know if that's a DPS, a tank, I don't know. I'm just gonna put it down here for now. Necro druid. Butcher, oh my god. Spy, oh, that's a cool idea. What would the spy be for the land team? Like, what would you call that?
Unless it's just a separate thing. It's just like a spy is its own thing.
Yeah, there could be shared classes too. It could definitely.
Poison puffer fish. I think people are getting into like.
Yeah, we're getting into like some of the crazy weird stuff, and we'll get there. Maybe not tonight, but we'll definitely get there. Oh, I like the idea of it. You said dragon, but I'm gonna go with a dragoon as a tank. Because we're not doing like we're keeping it like somewhat realistic, like human stuff, and then we'll talk about monsters and like extra things in a separate section.
Dude said we need some unarmed combat in here. Brawlers, martial artists, something.
Well, yeah, okay, all right. Some sort of brawler maybe.
Are we turning this into an MMO or something?
I don't know what the hell we're doing. No, it sounds more like a PvP mini game. We're just gonna put brawler on both sides. I don't know what a pugilist is. Should I look this up?
Yeah.
Am I gonna get banned from Twitch for looking this up? Oh, okay, it's just a boxer. Sure, we can call the C1 a pugilist.
Shifter.
What is that one? Shapeshifter?
Shapeshifter.
I like that.
Maybe that's something for the spy, where the spy can shapeshift.
All right, cool. I like that. Oh, we gotta have some sort of like what the hell is the word I'm looking for? Like Beastmaster type thing.
Oh, someone just put Sea Tamer tank. Control sea creatures to fight for them.
Oh, cool. Sea Tamer, I like that.
That was from Jacob M.
All right, so we're gonna have Beast Tamer, Sea Tamer. I don't know what sort of sea creatures they're gonna be able to get to fight on land, but we'll figure that out too, I suppose.
Maybe they just have special armor. or something. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, let's stop here. Let's just chill here for a second. Looking at this list, we're in a weird place. Of course, we got 1,000,000 DPS. We have way too many tanks on the land side. We only got 2 tanks on the sea side, and we don't have enough healers. So let's come up with right now in the chat 2 more tanks for the sea team. What would the sea? And we're not saying we're going to do all this. Obviously, we're not saying we're going to do any of this. But sea team, 2 new tanks. Let's put our brains together. Think of 2 new classes for the sea team for tanks. A brute, sea tank, turtle beast. Ooh, turtle beast. That's kind of cool.
I like the sound of turtle beast.
Turtle beast is kind of cool. Who said that? I mean, I said no fantasy, but that's kind of cool.
Early misguided said the turtle beast, and you got flying Dutchman.
Snail. I think we're gonna stick with turtle beast. Lion turtle. Water golem. Water golem's kind of cool too. All right. You know what? Screw my fantasy rule. My fantasy rule's stupid. Drunkard. That's amazing. That's amazing. No, it was more like no
brawler.
Yeah, no like super weird stuff. But you know what? I'm throwing that rule out the window. Ooh, I like Lego. I like that idea. Tidebreaker. All right, here's what we're going with.
Ooh, Tidebreaker. That's amazing.
Here's what we're going with. We're done. Done with sea tanks. I love those 4. Viking, Berserker, Sea Tamer, Drunkard, Tidebreaker. We're going to figure those out. Let's look at the land team right now. We've got Overlord, Necromancer, Dragoon, Beast Tamer. Are we happy with those 4, or do we want to make adjustments? Jacob, Krakens come into play in my mind, but it's more of like a special kill streak type thing. We'll get there.
I have ideas for those things, but I mean, we're
so far away. We got to get the classes down.
I know.
Makoa. I love playing Makoa. All right, we're happy with the tanks. Healers on the land team. We need to get at least 3 healers on the land team. So all we have right now is Witch Doctor. Juicy says Alchemist. Alchemist, like a crazed alchemist from like Dota type of thing. Oh, Paramedic. That's pretty simple, standard. Fairy. I like Fairy too. That could be a healer. Cleric. I'm just writing them all down and we'll get there. We'll trim the fat. Ooh, Plague Doctor. I love the idea of a Plague Doctor. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I like the idea of healers being offensive and healing. Like, I'm not a huge fan of just like straight healers, because I don't want somebody to have to feel like they need to be a healer. Like, the best types of players in MMOs and things like that have been healers that can kind of do both roles. And I think in this game, that would be more of like a real thing. So Witch Doctor, I think Crazed Alchemist. Oh, Runic Sage. Well done, Pavle. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. That's a badass idea.
I just added a classes info dump. This way, if anyone's in the document, they can just put anything related to the classes in this info dump. This way we can.
I just scrolled down. We have 7 pages.
But that's why I'm saying, like, everything. Like, if there's any classes, like what we're covering right now, just put it in the classes info dump.
Oh my gosh. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to get rid of Cleric. I like the concept. I like the idea, but it's a little too healy for me. I like these, but Paramedic, same kind of thing. Not really offensive. All right, we got to trim the fat on one of these. Right now in the chat, which one of these 5 would you not want to play? Knowing nothing else other than its name, which of these 5 would you not want to play as if you had to be a healer? Fairy for Nixon. Kill Fairy. Everybody's saying Fairy. Everybody's saying Fairy. We're all killing the Fairy. All right, Fairy's dead.
Fairy's dead.
All right, we're killing Fairy. Too many votes for Fairy. Okay. All right, moving on. So we need to pare this down. We are clearly not going to develop this many classes right off the bat. In right. Land versus Sea, the expansion pack, maybe.
So how many like starting classes do we want for each one?
So I like the idea. I don't know if we're gonna end up with all of these, obviously, but let's kill some or change them to be more dynamic, right? So archer, scout, crossbowman, like there's a lot of duplicates. Let's really think of unique ideas to take these classes to the next level. All right, we're gonna kill. Well, I'm not gonna kill anything. I just use these as a starting point. Like, how do we make archers more in tuned with the ranger? Yes. That's a. Oops, sorry guys. Ranger.
I think I need to eliminate some of these so that we can get like
a fresh start.
And like kind of like just define, like say we just do two tanks, 2 healers, 2 DPS, and 2 support. This way we can get the ideas down, because hey, if we do this full list right now.
No. We're gonna pare this all down. So this list down here on this second page are all the ideas we need to pare down. Right now, I do like the idea of a ranger.
Okay.
Outlaw. I don't mind outlaw so much, especially if we define it. I think the ranger can kind of encompass a little bit of... yeah, so Lego, that's kind of where we're at with ranger. Think of like Aragorn type thing. All right, let's go with outlaw. Outlaw seems to be popular.
Okay, outlaw.
So let's think of what can we do instead of a rogue? Because rogues are just so blasé. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Musketeer's cool idea. I like that.
Oh, I was weapon idea was like shooting like harpoons, which could be like a musketeer kind of weapon, since it's like land versus sea.
That seems like a That's. Do you think that would be like more of a sea thing?
Oh, well, it could be. That could be like a. I don't know.
I like musketeer, and somebody, Knight of Doom in the chat, said high damage, low accuracy. I like that a lot. Like slow reload time, super high damage, but like not necessarily accurate. I don't like ninja so much. Ninja just doesn't feel quite right for me.
Oh.
I saw somebody say cultist. That's a pretty cool idea. We could build off of that for sure. Do we like cultist or nah? Barbarian. Yeah, ninja doesn't work in terms of like the fantasy world. We're kind of sort of like building underneath everything else. Barbarian.
See.
I like cult. Let's start with cult. That's not really like a beefy melee, but I think we can build off of that. Yeah, Jacob, sorry. My schedule on Sunday has just been crazy. Oh, Livid. What is he saying? Cool. If this is 40 for you make, there'd be 5 subclasses inside of each class per team with 4 over. Holy, yeah, no, I see. He's talking like Overwatch style. I think.
I don't know, but I'm gonna copy that idea into the document so we have it for later.
All right, we're getting rid of rogues. No, I'm wrong. I totally misunderstood him. He's just like no. All right, brawler. Are we doing some sort of melee unarmed combatant, high damage, like short range type of thing?
It's destroyed.
How about a oh my god, brawler, hammerhead. All right, we're gonna go with some sort of brawler. Oh, I see what you're saying, Livid. I see what you're saying.
Northerner.
Brawler. Oh my gosh. All right. Are we... So these are our 5 right now. Let's do one more. We got to get one more class. We don't have any sort of like magic user. We've got Ranger, Outlaw, Musketeer, which are all kind of similar-ish. We have no like beefy melee person other than the Brawler. Pirates are going to go in the C section. We're talking land only right now. Arcanist, that's a cool idea.
Mm-hmm. Fisherman.
Fisherman. That's funny. I think cultist and the arcanist are probably pretty similar
Knight.
in terms of like where they fit. Brawler, ranger, outlaw, musketeer, mage. We're not gonna do a straight mage. We're not gonna do it. That's too boring for me. Too boring for me. Classic. How about a fencer? No, maybe. That's kind of lame. I don't know. What are we listening to right now? I gotta change this. This is awful. I don't want to listen to dubstep today, but not that. That's for sure. Ooh, Lancer. Ooh.
Squire.
Squire's cool too.
Cavalry.
Oh, the Squire's ability, like as he gets kills, he could level up to be a knight. Oh my god. I could talk about this game all night and it doesn't even exist. Oh my gosh.
It's like Hytale. It doesn't even exist.
It doesn't even exist. I like Lancer. I think Lancer's a great place to start. All right. We're not doing Lancer is good. All right, we're getting rid of Paladin. We're getting rid of Brawler. No, Brawler's up there. Necro Druid. It sounds cool. We're getting rid of all this. No snipers.
Someone's like, ooh, a leveling style class system might be interesting.
Ooh, put that in the notes somewhere. All right.
I will copy and paste that into the notes.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'm gonna be up till this is gonna not only be an hour. This is gonna have to be an hour and a half stream. I'm freaking out right now.
It said we had 20 pages. I was like,
we have 20 pages of notes. Are you kidding me?
Oh, we don't. But
oh, thank God. All right. Whew, I'm getting pumped up. Can you tell I'm getting pumped up? Just imagine when I actually get this like Hytale in my hands, I'm gonna be the most obnoxious person on the face of the planet. All right, we got to come up with supports. All right, supports. Let's figure out supports for the land team. We've got commanders, spies, builders, minstrel, inventor, gadget master. I think builder has to stay because defensive structures for the land team is 100% going to be a thing. So builder has to stay.
We're still keeping this to an hour because we have like.
No, it's going to be an hour and a half. My wife's going to kill me. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Builder, crafter, we can call them whatever. You can call it semantics, call it whatever you want. What is a mesmer, Sneaka? You're going to have to explain to me what a... Oh, architect. There it is. Friggin' Knight of Doom. Always coming up with the badass names for things. Smith, monk, builder. So, all right. So the builder character, inventor character is our architect. We're going to encompass all of that building. Going to have like super low DPS damage output potential, but he's going to be able to deploy things, create emplacements, things like that.
Blacksmith.
I don't know how a blacksmith would really fit into this style of game. Ooh, that's cool. That's Mesmer. Oh, Mesmer's from Guild Wars 2, right? Illusions. That's pretty cool. I just wonder how you would be able to... Oh, I think we're going to change Commander to War Master.
Someone's spamming something in the ideas.
Oh, well. All right, let's maybe not do that. Hey, let's keep the document somewhat clean.
We're going to have to go through this document.
Yeah,
so.
oh yeah. Oh, super. Yeah, definitely. All right, so we got the Architect, the War Master. I like both of them. Falconeer, send Falcon to explore parts of the map. Ooh, that's a cool idea too. But we did we have a scout up top? No, we didn't. Falconeer as a scout. Almost like the Falconeer and the War Master would have to work really close together.
Mm-hmm.
Clever Narga Kuga. That's our architect. Craftsman is architect. Tracker.
Trickster.
I like Falconeer. But we have to think about this in terms of like what these classes are trying to accomplish, right? We can't just throw out cool names because that's hard to nail down. So like the Illusionist, well, that's a really cool idea. What do they add to the dynamic, right? Like where Lego just said a bard, right? A bard is somebody that's going to run around, heal or support, has very low damage if at all, but he's going to be able to do status effects, things like that. I think Falconeer is a great class. I think Bard is a great class. Bard or Minstrel. Doesn't matter what they're called. Bard or Minstrel.
Oh, Knight of Doom. Commander,
what's up, Redacted?
Commander War Master gives damage buffs to all party members in a given radius.
We're not even to the point where we get to talk about these classes. This is why game development takes so long.
Oh, yeah.
Willy Wonka, man, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry it's 4:40 in the morning for you. I'm really sorry about that. All right, so we've got the architect, we've got the builder, we've got the commander, the war master, we've got some sort of like scout type character with the falconeer, we've got some sort of support in terms of like status, like buff status effect type thing. But it has to be different enough from the war master. We're gonna have to talk about that. We need some sort of spy. That's our last thing we need to come up with. We need some sort of behind enemy lines spy type thing. That's
cool
what we. That's.
For spy. We need a cool name for a spy.
Yeah, we need some sort of spy, diver, thief, chameleon.
Diver.
Come on, we could do better than this. We're better than this. Damn it.
Goldfish.
Illusionist. I mean, a pathfinder, cartographer. Get the hell out of here, knight. You dummy. He's just up on a mountain somewhere drawing maps. Just drawing maps. Oh my gosh. The baker. Red spy. Shadow walker. That's an operative. I like the word operative.
Oh,
I really like the idea of a trickster. Could the trickster, the illusionist, be some sort of shades? Ooh, that's cool. Could we blend the illusionist and the spy together in something like a shade? I like the idea of a shade. Ooh, doppelganger's cool too.
Cloaker.
All right, in the chat right now, shade, doppelganger, or illusionist? Which one are we going with? Where are we building off of? Shade, doppelganger, illusionist. Where are we starting? Put it in the chat. All right, Shade it is. Oh my gosh, Shade's killing it. Shade's killing it.
Illusionist, Shade, Shadow Dancer, Shade.
All right, we're going Shade. Stop it. You guys are animals. Knock it off. All right, so this is our land team. Here we go. I'm gonna go through it really quick. If there's anything that's out of place or we missed something, perfect, Sneaker. We'll get to it. All right, so tanks. We've got the Overlord, the Necromancer, the Dragoon, and the Beastmaster. For the healers, we've got a Witch Doctor, Crazed Alchemist, Runic Sage, Plague Doctor. DPS, we've got a Ranger, an Outlaw, a Musketeer, a Brawler, a Cultist, an Arcanist, and a Lancer. And for support, we've got an Architect, a War Master, a Falconeer, a Bard, a Minstrel, or a Shade. All right, we all good with that? Yep. Thumbs up in the chat if we're good with that. Is there even a thumbs up thing? I don't even know if there's a thumbs up thing.
Oh, there probably is. There's an emoji for everything.
There we go. Sure. And Antonio, we're gonna get there. All right, good. All right, we're good. We're good here. Let's knock out the classes for the C team. Let's knock out the classes for the C team next.
Most important team.
I'm putting Drunkard right at the top because that is one of the most brilliant ideas for a tank. Granted, I know they've done it in other games, but it's still brilliant. Just calling him a drunkard is amazing. All right,
Viking Berserker, C-Tamer.
Viking Berserker, C-Tamer, Tidebreaker. Do we want to change up any of these four? Because we have 4 tanks up above. Do we want to change any of these 4?
I think those are good.
So, Admiral of the Abyss.
Do we want to change the Viking to something like more like a pirate? Because
well, you know, it's interesting. I saw a bunch of stuff in the chat before where like the Viking Berserker was a tank, but it was more of like a DPS tank. You know what I mean? So it was like more of like a high DPS, lower survivability, but was still considered a tank. You know what I mean?
What? Instead of what? Why can't I talk? Atlantean. An Atlantean.
Ooh, Atlantean. Would that be for Sea Tamer instead?
Or I would say instead of Viking Berserker, just because an Atlantean sounds more like a sea kind of thing instead of a Viking. I could be wrong.
I want to kind of add that. I think Atlantean is more. I like Viking because I think Viking and Atlantean are different, but I want to get Atlantean in there.
Chat says to keep Viking.
All right, chat says to keep Viking. Atlantean, I think, could be our kind of, it could be like a spear-based tank.
Trident.
Yeah,
Man.
trident-based tank, and we're gonna get there. But trident-based tank that has some sort of connection to like beast mastery type stuff. Tidebreaker. I don't know what the hell Tidebreaker is. Maybe he's carrying a giant friggin' anchor. I don't know. I love it. All right, healers. We've got Healer and Astronomer. We need 2 more. At least 2 more for healers. We had 4 healers up top. We need at least 2 more. I'm copying Dota. To be honest, I've played probably like 5 rounds of Dota, so I wouldn't even be able to tell you what's in Dota.
Shaman of the Sea.
Kraken Priest. Winger. Yeah, we're on C now. We're on C healers.
No Man says the Tidebreaker was the tank that creates barriers with the tide/waves.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll get there. Oh, dude, you don't want me playing Dota. The 5 games I played over my life were just awful. You don't want that in your life. All right, we need healers, boys and girls. We need healers on the C team. We got Healer and Astronomer. Cove Witch. Oh, that's kind of cool. Aqua Cleric. A Sea Carer. Okay.
Mermaid.
Aquamancer. Wave Blocks, what's up? The Sea Hag. That's kind of cool. That's kind of like the Necromancer vibe. The Sea Hag. I'm putting it down. I like that for now. Well, we have Siren down below in DPS, so if we need to move that, we can. Particle Boy.
Unless you have Mermaid as like a healer and then a Siren as a DPS, like where one's kind of like Siren's more evil and the
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So Siren, everybody's saying Siren should be a healer. But now I feel like Healer and Siren are too similar. You know what I mean? So should we just get rid of Healer and we'll come up with some sort of something somewhere else?
Yeah, we could do that.
But I also feel like, is Siren and Sea Hag... We can make Siren and Sea Hag different. I know we can do that.
Okay.
Well, I'm not seeing any great ideas here in the chat for healers for the C team. We need at least one more good idea for healers for the C team. I don't know.
Water Spirit.
This is a hard one.
Yeah.
Water Spirit. That's not bad. Water Templar. Pearl Priestess.
Ooh, there you go.
That's not bad. We could probably do something with that.
Caster.
Remember, though, our healers from up top were very much DPS and healers. So it's got to be something that combines both, right? Like a Siren, Astronomer, Sea Hag, they all sound like they can do a little bit of both. We want to make sure that we try and keep things somewhat even at the idea stage. That way it's not crazy when we actually get to maybe some sort of like execution. Like what sort of healer on the pirate side would also be able to get some DPS out there?
Clone Wisp.
Priestess of the Depths, perhaps? Pirate Cook. Captain. Moana.
What?
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Poseidon, Captain Seabeard.
Poseidon.
I think Cook could be really funny. We've already got the drunkard. We might as well have the cook.
Oracle?
I feel like Oracle and
Gypsy.
Astronomer may end up being too similar. The cook would give us some really cool ideas.
Pearl Queen.
I'm going to put Oracle down here in support because I feel like that has some legs in support. All right.
Soon.
Right now we've got Siren, Astronomer, Sea Hag, and the cook. Are we all good with those 4? Is there one of the 4 that we don't like? Yeah, the cook could be like almost like, you know, he can make a big meal, throws it down. Anybody that runs over it gets healed up. You know what I mean?
Captain's Daughter.
How about we call, instead of the cook, we'll call it the galley cook. How about that? Does that make it sound more seafaring to you? Oarsman I have down here in support. We'll get there. Throws food at people. Yeah, he just throws food. That's his DPS, even though it sucks. If he throws food at his allies, it heals them. Oh my gosh. Rich, we don't think it will. No, we don't think it will. Was our leader? Where was our leader? I thought our leader's in the support section. Our leader's in the support section. All right, those four. We're going with these four for now. Let's get to the DPS section here. All right, let's start at the top. I don't know how we're gonna do the ships yet. We're gonna figure this out. Helmsman. That's a cool idea for the the captain maybe. Helmsman. All right, we're on DPS for the C team. DPS for the C team. We had Privateer before. Do we still like? I like Privateer. We still like Privateer.
Privateer.
A Cannoneer. I like that. What else? Leviathan. We can make something work out of a Leviathan. That's kind of cool.
Cool, man.
I'm down with Leviathan.
Hydra.
I think Swashbuckler is a great idea. Anchor flails, pirate, Hydra. I don't know what a Hydra would be other than like the navigator.
T-Skag.
Mercenary is not. No, we have Ranger, Outlaw, Musketeer, Brawler, Cultist, Arcanist, Lancer. So just I'm gonna highlight these. Actually, I'm gonna do this just so you guys can see it. So this is ranged. This is melee. How do you spell melee? Am I dumb? Ranged. Musketeer. Ranged. Brawler is melee. Cultist is melee magic. Arcanist is magic. Lancer is melee. All right. So, see you, Jacob. So we've got Storm something. Guy, just so you know, so I'll keep this quick. So this is Hytale Workshop. It's a new little kind of series we're doing where we're going to design something together. And right now we're talking about a mini game called Land versus Sea. It's kind of like a large scale 40 on 40 type attack defense style game. So we're just coming up with classes right now. Storm Runner, Storm Mover, Storm Chaser, Storm Caller. I think Storm Caller.
Stormbreaker.
Ooh, Stormbreaker's cool too. Stormbreaker.
Stormmaster.
I like Stormbreaker. I'm cool with Stormbreaker.
Yep.
All right, so Pugilist, we can kind of get rid of that for now. Oh, that is the name. Is Thor's Axe. Is that copyrighted? Is that going to be a problem?
Yeah, that might be, bro.
I'm just kidding. Let's go Stormcaller. Stormcaller. All right, so Privateer is ranged, obviously. Cannoneer is ranged. Leviathan is some sort of melee. Swashbuckler is some sort of melee. Ranged mix. Stormcaller is magic. All right, so right now we got two ranged, two... How are we looking in terms of comparing one to the other? So we got melee, melee magic. Yeah, we're looking pretty even. How many more do we need? We need 7 total. We had 7 up here. So we need 7 down here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8.
Well, these are. I think these are other ones.
Other ones, okay.
So we need to get to 7. We've got 5 right now. We need 2 more DPS classes for the C team. We've got Privateer, Cannoneer, Leviathan, Swashbuckler, Stormcaller. Garrett, just stay here with us live, man, because we're talking ideas. If you go back to the beginning, you're gonna miss all the fun.
Yep.
Seahorse.
Seahorse.
Atlantean we already have as a tank. A duelist? Ooh, duelist is a cool idea. Is that too similar to a swashbuckler, though? Serpent Navigator, that's a support class. Megalodon, I don't know what that is. Sapper?
You don't know what a megalodon is?
No, is that like the giant shark thing?
Yeah, that's a giant shark thing.
Oh. I like an explosions expert. You guys cool if I call it a sapper? I always love that name. Sapper. Demolitionist. Did I spell that right? So this is I don't know what this would be. This is kind of like a ranged, like a ranged of some sort melee. All right. Crab monk, squid person. Keep it somewhat real, you know what I mean?
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Yeah, there you go. All right, we need one more. We need one more solid range or DPS class. It looks like it could be either a ranged or a melee, to be honest with you.
Capricorn.
Is there some sort of like magic user that could be like a melee magic user on the C side of things? That could be really cool. Any ideas there? Depth Strider, Flintlocker, Water Golem, Gunblade, Battle Mage. We have Stormcaller, which is kind of like our standard mage. How would we make that like really C-based? A Seer. It's closer.
Decrawler.
A Boatswain? I don't know what a Boatswain is.
Illbasher, Coral Staff.
Ooh, is there something like a coral something? Not Coral Knight. Coral, I don't know.
Is this supposed to be mage?
Like a mage melee type character. Coralmancer, Coral, I don't know. Maybe that's not the right. Coral Dragoon. Mantis Shrimp.
Coral Shrimp.
Shaman or Totemist. Sea Weaver? That's not... Ooh, Coral Guardian. Coral Guardian? That's cool.
I like that.
Ooh, Tide Runner. I think we can make Tide Runner into a badass melee magic class. Are we on board with Tide Runner?
Say vote for Coral Guardian or Tide Runner.
Tide Runner's badass name. Come on. I mean, they're different classes, though. You know what I mean? Like Tide Runner and Tidebreaker. I think Tide Runner's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's Tide Runner.
All right, Tide. You knock it off, Lego, with your... Or was that Lego? Who said it was too similar? I don't know who
Lego.
you were. You knock it off. Stop ruining our fun.
Flip Gaming. Yeah, we're in the process of just putting down all this stuff for this game.
All right, now we have support. So remember, we need to kind of balance out what we're talking. It doesn't have to be perfectly balanced, but we got to balance out the land side of things. So I'll scroll up just enough so you guys can see what's going on in the land side of things. We've got the Architect, the War Master, the Falconeer, the Bard, the Minstrel, and the Shade. All right, we're getting rid of Spy. So is our ship hand? We're getting rid of Sapper. We already have that up top. Cabin Boy, who wrote that? Get out of here. Alchemist, we getting rid of that. We don't need that. All right, we need some sort of builder. Are we going ship hand? Oh, first mate. That's kind of cool. Deckhand. Deckhand it is. Deckhand wins. All right, so we've got our deckhand. There are builders. They're the lockdown the boat. I think first mate, hold on to the idea of first mate, because there's something there that we can do in terms of like your kill streaks, something like that. I don't know. All right. So we've got the deckhand. Now we need something to kind of, so captain, are we going captain as our commander on the seaside?
And Jack.
Are we going captain? Quartermaster? Captain or quartermaster? Put it in the chat right now. This is our commander type figure. Captain or quartermaster?
We got captain, quartermaster, captain,
Oh,
quartermaster.
boy. Oh, we're going to be split down the middle.
Quartermaster.
Electrician. Oh, that's the way to break the tension. Captain. Oh, man, we're right down the middle. It's looking quartermaster, right?
Yeah, quartermaster.
All right, quartermaster it is. Quartermaster. All right, that's our commander. Falconeer was our like scout S type character. I think Oracle works. Are we cool with Oracle for like our scout-ish type character? They can use kind of like foresight. Stockbroker. They use their like foresight to see out. Can work with the commander. Coracle. Parateer. No, so silly. Oh my god, you guys are off the rails. This is why we only keep things to an hour. This is off the rails. Oh my god, I left my Google Docs thing on. I'm gonna have 1 million notifications on my cell phone. Like, this person has added this line. Oh my god. It's gonna suck.
Oh no.
You don't think an Oracle is very oceany? Are you kidding me?
Coracle.
No, Coracle sounds ridiculous. Oh, lifeguard. I like that one. I'll fight you, Lego. Let's go. Oh, no, I'm not fighting you, Livid. You kick my ass. Oh, my gosh. Ship Clan, Sea Dancer. Coracle? All right, screw it. Coracle it is. I can't believe we're putting this. Coracle it is, you jerks. The peer pressure got to me. All right, we need some sort of bard, minstrel, support, like buffer / party enhancer type character. Knight of Doom. Honest to God, if I thought we weren't even gonna get past the class section, I don't know. Maybe this is so much fun. I'm having so much fun, but oh my god, I wish we were further along. It's Coracle. Coracle is down. It's down. We're not doing it again, though.
Need like a bard type thing.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, we need like a bard type thing. We need... Oh, wench? No, that'd be too derogatory. No, I can't do that, man. Can't do it. A sea shanty. A shanty man. Ooh, shanty man. Ship jester.
Boy.
Ship clown spy. A seeper? Yeah, we need... Juicy, you're right. Like, a bard is something that like, increases their team's damage, like, does status effect stuff, like, something like that. But we need it on the sea side of things. I'm gonna get rid of oarsman. We don't need oarsmen. Yeah, shanty man sounds kind of cool.
I like it.
Shanty man. Songstress. No, we already have... We have bard up top. We can't do bard twice. That's boring. Shantyman. I'm seeing Shantyman in the chat. Shantyman.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Shanty. People are liking Shantyman. All right. Last thing we need. We need some sort of like spy. What did we combine before? It was like a spy, illusionist, something else. We need to come up with that version of something on the C side of things. Does not have to be the exact same. Has to be something different. Has to be very sea themed.
Octo.
Lookout. Oh, Lookout's not bad. No, we're not doing. We just did Shanty. Wait, wasn't it something? Was it supposed to be something else? No, Shantyman. That's our singer. Right. Okay. Watcher, Rockfish, Whale Tamer.
Tamer.
Oh my gosh. All right, we need one more. We're almost there.
For Mario and Frog Suit.
We're going till 11:30 for everybody who has not caught on to that at this point. So we're going to get at least a little bit of class development underway.
We got 50 people giving us ideas right now.
I know, it's crazy. This is nuts. This is our most popular stream we've ever had. I love it.
Stowaway.
Illusion. Ooh, Stowaway. Warden.
I like Stowaway.
Observer. I think the blog post is going to come out sometime between Monday and Saturday. Seeker, Elemental, an Elementalist, Prisoner. No. Stowaway sounds really cool.
I like Stowaway.
Do we like Stowaway? Do we think we can do enough with Stowaway? Ooh, how about a Rum Runner? Can we call him the Rum Runner?
I feel like that would be like Shanty Man.
Stowaway, Disease Master. That's not what we're going for right now.
Nope.
Stowaway? Is that where we're at?
Stowaway.
Ooh, they like Rum Runner. Redacted likes Rum Runner. Have you free small?
All right, let's do it. Vote Rum Runner or Stowaway. Go.
Yep. What Nixon said. Rum Runner or Stowaway?
Stowaway. Vote Stowaway.
Oh
Rum
boy,
Runner,
here we go.
Stowaway,
Here we
Rum
go.
Runner. Rum Runner, Stowaway, Rum Runner. It's pretty even right now.
Think about which one we could develop more. You know what I mean? Like, they can obviously develop the same way, but... All right, here we go. I'm thinking a number between 1 and 10. Livid Lion, put a number 1 to 10 in the chat. Probably not even here anymore.
I'll put a number in the chat.
No, it's Livid. Livid 7. It is 7. Stowaway. Stowaway's our winner. Stowaway's the winner. 1 to 5 was Rum Runner. 1 to 5 was Rum Runner. 6 to 10 was Stowaway. Stowaway. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. How many we've got 8 pages of documents. No way in hell we're ever gonna be able to get through that tonight. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start back. We're gonna go back to. All right, let me read through the C team. C team. Here we go. This is the full C team right now. For the tanks, we've got the Drunkard, the Viking Berserker, the Atlantean, and the Tidebreaker. For the healers, we've got the Siren, the Astronomer, the Sea Hag, and the Galley Cook. For the DPS, we've got the Privateer, the Cannoneer, the Leviathan, the Swashbuckler, the Stormcaller, the Sapper, and the Tide Runner. And then the support, we have the Deckhand, the Quartermaster, the Coracle. Can't believe we put that down. The Shantyman, and the Stowaway. We all feeling good with that? Give me the thumbs up in the chat if we're good with that. Last chance to change things before we start to develop.
Shale's in the chat.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Shale's in the chat. Coracle, worst class. Worst class in the game.
Change Coracle to Rum Runner.
Stormcaller, Shale, is your mage class. All right, let's go back. I don't want to waste time, guys. I'm going to keep going. Let's just start at the top. Screw it. Let's just start at the top. Overlord. So here's what we're going to do. We need to come up with a kind of a vibe. It's the stupidest word, I know. We need to come up with a vibe for the Overlord, and then we need to talk about abilities. What else would we need to talk about? Strengths. All right, here, let's do this. Strengths, weaknesses, abilities. We'll keep it super simple for right now. All right, so the Overlord, what's his vibe? When you see the Overlord on the battlefield, like what do you see out of him?
Oh shit.
Creepy vibe, can communicate. No, the Overlord is the land team. Death. So big. big tank, heavily armored. Damage sponge. I'm just kind of writing down the buzzwords. Oh, restart. Get that hell out of here. Get that stuff. Come on now. Big tank, heavily armored, damage sponge, possibly undead type thing. Oh, Patrick's going the other direction. All right, so his strengths. He's medium damage. He's a damage sponge. He's plants his sword in the ground to protect it. Oh, so he's got defensive.
We're currently developing the land versus sea game mode that has been talked about in all our other streams, and you guys are helping us create it.
So medium defense, high personal defense, high team defense. Does that feel good for his strengths? Low damage? Somewhere between low, medium damage. He's got crowd control. Crowd control abilities. I think if he's like a low damage character, he has to have a lot of defensive capabilities and a lot of crowd control abilities. Yeah, so Zaid, like Nixon just said, all we're doing is the Hytale Workshop is a new series that we're starting where we're developing different concepts together as a community. So we've talked about this thing called Land versus Sea in all of our streams before, which was a mini game concept. So we started about an hour and 15 minutes ago talking about this concept, and now we're going through all the different classes. So don't go back to the beginning. Hang out with us here. All we're doing right now is coming up with these classes. It's an attack defense style game. You can kind of look at this document. If somebody wants to post the link to the, actually, no, that's terrible.
I can post it.
All right, Nixon's going to post the link so you can join us in the doc, kind of see what we're working on. All right. All right, so hold on. Let's get through the weaknesses first. So he's slow. So low damage. Slow-ish. Heavy-ish. He's heavy, right? So slow movement, slow attacks. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool concept. As he's got like his armor is kind of his wherewithal, and if he goes back, he can get it kind of repaired up. That's kind of cool.
Is this going to be like a third person or a first person type of game?
I don't know. Third person, who knows? You make a good point, morally misguided, as the moral compass of this stream. I guess that's more of like a key feature than anything else. Oh, there's a big ass bug on my floor. That's weird. So he's got to be weak to something. I mean, we can't just say he's weak to water. I think all of the enemies on the C team are going to have some water component. Can't swim. Can't swim. I think that's fitting. Would he be weak to range though? Wouldn't he be strong? Like, what is his weakness in terms of like class? Like, if we're thinking of this as like a rock paper scissors thing, like I think he would be weak to magic, but durable to like physical attacks. You know what I mean? Yeah, he'd be weak to like lightning and storm damage. Yeah. So
can we rename one of these classes to Kodiak?
No, definitely not. So he's got a vulnerable. So I think weak to magic is where we're coming at with this. Weak to magic. Carlos, welcome back, man. Yes, we do have a Discord, Nixon, if you wouldn't mind helping us out with that one.
Yeah, I'll get the link to the Discord.
Yeah, man, we're going full born into this one, Carlos. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so he's got vulnerable spots, vulnerable weak points. I feel like this is good for the Overlord. The Mech Warrior, that's funny. All right, so here's what we got. Before we go into abilities, here's what we've got. We've got the big, beefy tank. He's a damage sponge, heavily armored. We're going to get rid of Undead. That was just something I saw in the chat. His key features, he's got low damage, he's got high personal defense, high team defense, and he's got crowd control abilities. His weaknesses are a slow movement turn rate, slow attacks, he can't swim, he's weak to magic, and he does have vulnerable weak points. We good with that? Oh, I see what you're saying. Weak to lightning, magic. Anything else we need to add? I think that's a pretty solid foundation for a character. All right. Abilities. I've already seen it from Livid 3 times, I think. He's got some sort of... So he has some sort of broadsword, some sort of two-handed, big-ass weapon that he can swing with one hand, right? That's where I'm getting with. Stand with me. Hell yeah. Stand with me.
Sword into the ground to project
Weapon into
an area
ground.
of defense for him and his allies, greatly reducing all income damage. His forearms are literally shields and fights with them.
All right, so all right. Oh my god, I'm so jazzed right now. I could literally stay up till 3 in the morning doing this. I'm freaking out right now.
Cody, we have 51 people still
I
watching
know,
this.
it's crazy. This is just gonna get better. All right, so so stand with me, slams weapon into the ground, protects allies. I gotta go back up to what Livid said here. Protects allies, protects allies within the radius, greatly reducing incoming damage. Okay, we got stand with me. Sweeping strikes. Oh my gosh, sweeping strikes. I like... All right, let's not put cooldown timers on things yet. We can just say long cooldown.
4:20 a.m.
I love the concept of him having a two-handed weapon, and his arm is so big that he blocks with his arm. I love that concept. That's so unique. So stand with me is his defensive long cooldown. I think we have to do something sweeping strike. Sweeping strike hits all enemies in front. Oh, that's kind of cool, Zaid. Hits all enemies in front of him in a 180-degree arc, damaging them and knocking them back. You have to use your imagination, Peyton. We can't just have a friggin' juggernaut on the field. That wouldn't make any sense. Oh, sweeping strike could be his shield arm, right? So like he's got the one-hander or the two-hander that he swings. That's his like regular damage. But his sweeping strike is actually he just like does like a backhand. We want to call it backhand, something like that, where he basically, because he's blocking with his hand, right? And it just boom. Is that kind of okay? Is that a stupid idea? Maybe that's a stupid idea. I don't know. Should we call it backhand? Let's call it backhand. We'll call it backhand for now. Utility.
Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. All right, we need something. We need some sort of so we've got a defensive, we've got a utility knockback. We need some sort of offensive move. right? So we want to try and hit all these categories. We want an offensive ability, we want a defensive ability, we want a utility, and then maybe a movement. Do we want some sort of movement? So we've got the utility. Oh, that's great idea, Lego. I love the passive. So notoriety. That is cool. Takes less damage for a few seconds when he gets a kill. That's awesome. All right, so we got a passive, we got a long cooldown, we've got a utility. Oh, this is defensive. All right, we need some sort of offensive ability. Short cooldown, offensive ability. I'm still freaking out about this bug thing that like ran that way. I don't know where the hell it went. Pick up an enemy and throw it.
Battle cry that can increase speed.
Battle
Adrenaline
cry is
rush.
cool.
Ultimate ability grants movement speed when moving towards enemies and increased armor when fleeing enemies.
So we think that the offensive ability needs to have some sort of stun component too. That's true. We do need, yeah.
Herp stomp.
Knight, you're nuts, man. We got so much work to do. We can't even. We're on the first class. We're on the first class. Oh my god.
All right, so we got an animator for this game now. So
Yeah, there we go.
This needs to happen.
No stuns. I'm seeing a lot of no stuns. I'm seeing a lot of anti-stun people. Oh, dude, we only have 5 more minutes. We got to finish this. Once we finish this class, we'll be done for the night.
Yeah.
All right. So we need some sort of movement. I saw a couple ideas, like the idea of throwing his weapon with a chain attached to it and pulling him to it. Livid thinks not having a stun is not charge.
Well, we're not going to get to Stormcaller.
How about,
at all
right, can we compromise? Can we compromise and say a daze, not a stun? Like a 50% movement buff with like a screen shake component or something. Can we compromise?
Waiting for
Lego's not feeling it. A root? Roots are good. I'm fine with a root. What would he do for a root, though? So we got the utility, the knockback. Stand with me is his defensive. How about people into the ground? Yeah, some sort of like sunder the earth, something like that. Sunder, Earthbreaker, Earthcracker. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about here. Like Earth Shatter. Earth Shatter? Earthquake. I don't know in terms of what weapon he has yet, because that may have to be like something we figure out as another thing.
Pulse Sunder, a giant belly flop that causes an earthquake.
Yeah, no, I like the idea of like a line ability. I like that. I just don't want to make it like World of Warcraft, like the Tauren ability. I think does Sunder work? Like a line ability, like a big slam into the ground. Earth Split, that's cool. Fissure. Are we all on board with Fissure?
Sure.
I like Fissure. Yay, nay, Fissure. Yep. All right, cool. Fissure it is. All right, so Fissure is a damage / root. slams the ground. Slams the ground, damaging all enemies in front of him in a line. Players caught in the fissure are rooted for a brief time. My wife is just texting me. We got to wrap this one up. So we've got a damage. So he's got obviously his normal swing. He's got a damage root. He's got a utility knockback. He's got a huge defensive. He's got a passive. Do we need some sort of movement battle cry type thing? Like some sort of like... Go ahead, Antonio. I'm watching the chat, man. What are we doing for a movement? No, I know, but like, should he have some sort of like brief surge of movement? His positioning needs to be key. He's going to have to be one hell of a damage sponge if he has no mobility, like very limited mobility. Livid's like, no, we're not doing that, Cody. You're stupid. All right, how are we going to wrap him up? We need to wrap him up. Livid says no, guys. No movement at all. Shale, can you not crush our dreams right now? I don't know the answer to that, Zayd, unfortunately. I hope so. That's what I was thinking, Juicy, but I'm being told no. I'm being told that's a bad idea.
I think we need to just wrap this up. I mean,
we got to wrap him up somehow. All right, so do we need to give him a pure damage ability then? Should he have some sort of pure damage ability? Antonio, we're going to get slingshots in here, man. I know you're all about the slingshot. We're going to get it in here somehow. Enrage.
Antonio, go on the document and put your idea down. We'll look through it.
So what I mean by pure damage is, should he have some sort of like lower cooldown special ability where it's just damage based. There's no utility component to it, no root, no stun, no slow. I like Enrage. I think Enrage works really well, but what does it entail? Oh, Redacted, tell me about it. Should he break his weapon in half, flip, and now have like kind of like dual wield, like AoE type thing? I don't know. Or should we just go with the passive? Should we just go with the passive and not add a fourth ability? Oh my God, we're getting crazy here. We have like 20 more classes to make. Let's keep it somewhat simple. Oh, that's a good point, Shale. That's a good point. He should have some sort of Enrage. That doesn't really sound like a regenerative ability, though. Should he have some sort of regenerative ability? Or are we going to go with like the armor concept? Ooh, that's a good idea. What do we think? Yeah, that's true, Livid. That's true. But like I said, I don't want them to be pure healers. You know what I mean? What? Oh, crazy idea. Crazy idea. I'm going to throw it out there. I know it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but hear me out. Enrage is like, it's like a one and done. He enrages, he rips off all of his armor. He's no longer tanky. He's more of like a damage dealer, because that works with the Viking Berserker. Think about it. We're going to get to the Viking Berserker eventually, and that guy's going to kind of be like a tank but with more DPS components. So should this guy have like an enraged ability where he rips off all of his armor and can go nuts, high damage, low survivability, it like flips the scale. He can still use the rest of his abilities, but and you would only use this like towards the end. You like, say you're like 50% health, you're like, F it. Yeah, he dies and you respawn. Yeah, obviously. God, this freaking Livid Lion's killing me tonight. He's killing my self-esteem.
I think we need to put a pin in this right now.
Oh my God. All right, we're going with this for now. We will come back to it. No, I love you, Livid. I love you, Livid. I'm just messing with you.
We need to give everyone homework or something.
No, don't add more pages to the document. Are you kidding me? What terrible advice. All right, here's what we're going to do. Oh my God. All right, Enrage rips off all of his armor, granting mobility. All right, rips off all of his armor. No longer a damage. I'm just writing rough notes, guys. No longer a damage sponge. Increased damage and movement speed.
Nathan, this is the one night where I want homework.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's going to come after me in a second here. Rips off all his armor, no longer a damage sponge, increases damage and movement speed, very vulnerable. Done. We're done with that. We're going to come back. Guys, I had a ton of fun. Nixon, thank you for all the help. I appreciate that.
No problem, yeah.
Guys, this was a ton of fun. I don't know if we're going to do it next week. I want to do a roundtable with the guys next week if we do get a blog post. All right, so we may not do this next Sunday, but we'll figure it out because this is going to be great. So if you guys are new to the channel, we do stream every Sunday at some point. You got to be part of our Discord so you can tell us, or sorry, we can tell you when the stream is. But we're definitely getting a blog post this week. I think we're going to do a roundtable next Sunday, and then we're going to keep this going because this was a ton of fun. Thank you guys for all of the input. Again, Nixon, thank you for the help. And we will see you guys at the next stream, whenever that is. Make sure you guys get in the Discord so we can continue to have a lot of fun developing this game. Cool. Thanks, guys. My name is Kodiak. And from everyone here at the Game Gurus, thanks for watching and play on. And remember, if you're not on Team Land, you suck.
Oh, no. Team C all day.